Hi, everyone. Please say hello when you enter. I would love to know who's here. Hi, A Persona. I am having a good day. Yeah, I'm having a good day. I mean, what can you do? You gotta like somehow figure out how to have a good day. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I've got food in my fridge. I've got a roof on my head and over my head. And yeah, like I don't need a GoFundMe page to pay for groceries. Like I have a lot to be grateful for. So, that's kind of what I do now. Anytime I feel like I'm having a bad day, I snap right out of that because I'm like, how? How can you be having a bad day? You're not hungry. You have a bed to sleep in. Being grateful is the best way to go about this. Hi. So yeah, like, I don't know. I thought I'd jump on. I just finished the most epic reading. It was so fun. It was so fun. So listen to what it's called, okay, guys? It's coming out tomorrow. Hold on. How does it work? Oh, wait, hold on. What's it called? I want to say it properly. Okay. Basically, if your higher self had to write your dating profile, what would they say? If your higher self had to write your dating profile, what would they say? That's the reading that's coming out tomorrow on YouTube. And as a reader, it was so fun. It was so fun. Hi, Mercedes. So yeah, I'm working hard, guys. I hope you guys are like even getting the readings. I hope you can see the readings. You do have to make sure all notifications are on, but I'm busting my behind over here. Trying to bring you 2 videos a week. It's about all I can do. I would like to go for 3, but that's just, I think I'm going to end up being like sick. Okay. If I do that. The other thing is I have that second channel, and to those that follow me over there, you're probably like, okay, what's going on? You're not consistent. I understand. It's just like, I just can't be. Guys, don't even rely on me for anything. Don't rely on me for posting a video or, coming here live. I'm literally a spur of the moment person. I never used to be like that, but being so structured actually started to make me become sick. Okay. Because if I wasn't feeling well, I would like force myself to like produce, my word. And, you really have to honor yourself. So I'll just pop up, when I can. And I know a lot of you message me and are like, please let me know when you're going live. I just can't. I can't. If you're meant to be here, if you're meant to catch the live, then you will find it. You will be on it. You will click on it. It will be made to your awareness. But if you don't, then don't worry. Don't worry to just kind of understand that, if you're meant to kind of catch me live, you will, Okay, no problem. No problem, little Maggie. Yeah, it was fun. And I'm going to start getting really creative. Trust me. I'm going to start to get really creative here. Like, I know a lot of you guys want all kinds of different readings. I am really trying to please everyone. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be what I'm guided to do. Okay. So, if I'm guided to do it, I will do it. But I'm only one person. Okay. So let me just go over there. Sorry. I tend to talk a lot and then I forget that this is like a live reading. So yeah, I'm not here for long. If you do feel guided to, I would get in now because I'm really not here for long. I'm probably going to come back on Friday, but also don't hold me to that. Okay. But I'm going to try to come back on Friday, but last time I said that, I just didn't come back. Okay. All right. Yeshika. Okay. What do you want to know, Yeshika? What spirit wants you to know now? Okay. So what does Yeshika need to know? If you guys even want to ask me any questions about spirituality or ascension, you can do so. This is not just about paid readings. I can do both. If I, have something to say about the topic that you are referring to, I will speak. If I don't have a clue, I won't speak. Okay, but don't think you can't interact. And then you may also find through the other people that are here, commenting that, you're not alone. So this is the perfect time if there's any questions about, again, ascension or spirituality, to put them in the live chat. What does Yeshika need to know? What does Spirit want her to know? I got really cold all of a sudden. Jeez, what is that about? Got really cold all of a sudden. Oh, hi, Citrine. Thank you. Yeah, it is making a difference. It's making a difference. Absolutely. Do you have coworkers? Yashika, do you have coworkers? And make sure, guys, if you're going to book a reading, please be here, okay? It helps. It really helps. Do you have coworkers? Yashika. Okay. Whoa. Has there been a dispute lately? Has there been some awkward behavior? Has someone come at you? It's either that this happened already or it's going to. I will take the high road. I feel I've got somebody who's competitive. Okay, it's happened already. I see this working out in your favor, but you got to take the high road. I would not urge you to get, face to face with this person, as in like meet them on their level. I wouldn't do that because this person, it happened already a few days ago. Okay, because this person, they're functioning from a very low frequency and we're not judging them. It's just they're not in a good space. So I actually feel like, when someone is having a bad day or a bad life, and then it's what causes them to lash out at another. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. I feel like you got the shitty end of the stick. You just happen to be there. Give me more. Give me more in regards to this. Thank you to everybody who's liking the video. Okay, I think you are working on a lot right now, but I feel like it's starting to take a toll and it feels like everything is coming at you at once. Do you feel heavy right now energetically? Do you feel heavy? This feels tough for me. This feels tough. Like I feel like if I'm you, this is like my head above water. I'm trying to keep my head above water. Like this is hard. So listen, I do think you're going to get a new assignment, but that's not going to take away from this shadow work that's happening. And I want you to know something. All these people who are coming at you, or this particular situation where this person came at you, that was a test on how you were going to handle it. These people who compete with you, these people who, listen, they are your greatest teachers. I know that's going to sound really effed up. They are your greatest teachers. You can't run, okay? So even if you get a new assignment, there could be issues there, but you're being tested on how you handle them. But this is not easy, Yashika. I feel like you're very, very, you had it. You had enough. Like, you're tired of life. So let go, surrender. Like I said, don't meet these individuals where they're at. I wouldn't urge you to do that. I didn't say a word because I had no choice but to keep quiet, but that was what you were supposed to do. I would not urge you to go up against this person or these people that are going to be coming at you, because there's going to be some issues, moving forward in the workplace. But I'm going to tell you another thing. I don't know what kind of people you interact with in the workplace, but there's something about the field And it has like nasty people, like angry people in that field. Like you're not getting a higher frequency of people. Like what do you do? Like what do you do? Because there's something that they're correlating to me. Like it's just the field. It's not going to attract the most, you know. Okay, I have Andrea after this, Aurora, and then ancestral doorways. I don't know. This could be the field. This could be the field that you're in. It's just not the nicest people. Yes, because I show happy medical assistants. Okay, I don't know what that means, but to wrap up this reading, a few things, okay? Bear with me. Oh, you show up happy? Oh, God. Okay, yeah, you're going to be a target. You're going to be a target. Listen, there's going to be, you need to be aware from spirit that moving forward, there's going to be a lot of angry people in your path, okay? They are your greatest teachers, but you're also learning simultaneously. I feel like how to operate, how to react, how not to allow anything to disturb your inner peace. There will be a ton of shadow work that will be with respect to this, okay? But the sun shall shine, okay? But it's gonna feel heavy. Do not engage, surrender, let go. It's not up to you. It's not up to you. What I mean by that, to fix these people, to make them see anything, they're kind of like helpless, like you can't help them. So all you can do is focus on yourself. But I'm getting a very hard time coming up for you. Like with respect to like angry people. But to be honest, like now that I'm talking about this, like I bet you a bunch of people that are here in the chat would understand this. Because there is a lot of angry people out there. Like, I don't know what's hitting them. I don't know if it's the frequency. I don't know what the hell's going on. But people are angry, like in general. So I'm not surprised by this, but you're learning a lot. So you have to see it as a positive with the sun. Okay? That's your message. Oh, no problem, Jalen. Yeah. Take all the time you need. I actually prefer that because sometimes you can see things more clearer after you've reflected on it. Yes, you choose to be happy. You see what you just said? You choose. You see what you just said? You're already making progress with this intense shadow work. You choose. People don't realize that things are just like, they're not just happening to you, okay? Things are not random. You are in a low vibration or you feel sad, you're choosing to feel that way. Choose something else. Just like what I said when I started this live. What did I say, guys? I said, I'm choosing to have a better day because honestly, when I think about it, like I have a roof over my head, I have food in my fridge. What the hell do I have to be upset about? Okay? You are so welcome, Yashika. And stay strong. You're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. But it's not your job to save anybody. Do not try to make them see from your vantage point because they're not going to be able to be like, that's something they have to work on themselves, okay? Oh my God, I can't hardly breathe. Okay, hold on here, guys. I almost didn't come on today. Honestly, all I wanted to do was watch videos. You know, like on YouTube. But like they're good videos. They're not, it's not like a stupid waste of time, you know? They're knowledgeable videos, but yeah, that's all I wanted to do. All right, Andrea, what keeps Ryan from contacting me? Oh, I like this one. I feel excited. I feel excited to find out. Okay, what keeps Ryan from contacting Andrea? After Andrea, it's Aurora, Ancestral Doorway, and Iona. What keeps Ryan from contacting her? Ooh. Oh, wow. How long have you been in no contact for? I'm just curious. How long? Because it's pointing to the fact that there's been some growth on your end. So, ooh, this is kind of, oh, I just read Iona. I don't know when I just saw this. So I'm on Andrea, then it's Aurora, then Ancestral Dories, then you. How long have you been not on? And then you and Ma. You and Ma is after that. Okay. See, I was wondering how long because I was like, if you would have said a couple days, I would have been like, damn, girl, what the hell have you been working on in 5 days or 2 days? But that makes more sense. I'm sorry, but, well, I'm not sorry. You've kind of had some growth on your end. So, like, I don't think we're in alignment anymore. I don't think this person is in alignment with you. And listen, I have another man here who I just feel like is, after the transformation, he's next up. These cards don't speak to going backwards. They point to with the last card going forward. So it's really simple. You're not in alignment anymore with Ryan's frequency. You're too powerful. And what I mean by that is if Ryan did come back, he may be a little bit of his old self, which you would be able to see right through with that Ace of Swords. So yeah, it wouldn't last long. Let's get some more. Let's get some more cards here. They still care about you and stuff. They do. They do, but I don't like it up the sleeve. This tells me we're hiding it and we're kind of like, it's hidden. Hold on. Give me more. Okay, so that for me is the seal, like, to what I'm saying. Because she has her hand on her mouth, but this can also speak to the both of you. Like, you're just not allowed to speak to each other. So we've got dismissive. There's just not allowed to be contact. And that might irritate you because it's actually the universe and it's not them. So let's say Ryan had a thought or had mustered up the energy to say, okay, I'm going to call. Spirit wouldn't allow it. It would be like their hands wouldn't be able to do it, like, press the buttons. I don't know. But there is love. That's the thing. Like, they do care, like, deep down, right? But I'm sorry, you've kind of, like, energetically, you've upgraded. But that's not like, I don't want to say I'm sorry because that's good, But we've got another man here. And through this transformation, he will be appearing. Have you been single? I'm assuming you've been single. Have you met anybody recently? Have you met anybody recently? Because I don't know if he's around. I don't think he's around you right now. I'm just curious. Let's just get a card from here on all of this. I mean, I think the idea of these cards was beautiful, but they're not the easiest to shuffle. It's kind of an irritation, actually, of mine. Kind of annoying. I can't shuffle these for the life of me. Give me something, something for Andrea here regarding this situation. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is a time to give to yourself. So you are being, I feel like ushered or just gently pushed. Oh, wow. Look what's on the bottom. Okay, hold on. There's something on the bottom that they told me to look at. Just wait. So you are being pushed gently and ushered to kind of like move forward. Maybe not like try to think or place too much emphasis on, you know, what's behind you. I think you need to kind of like look forward, like to the future as far as looking behind. And I do believe that this also points to the fact that you've probably also done that a little bit. Like you've been focusing on yourself, but look what's on the bottom. You see what I'm talking about? Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So maybe this unlocks the soulmate because I see him here. He's right there. I've got someone else, not Ryan. Ryan is a thing of the past. I mean, listen, they could be a part of your future, but they'd have to balance out frequency-wise. And you've done more work on yourself. You've done more. And so you're just not in alignment. But that's a good thing. And you know what I like about this reading is that we got a little nod to someone else. You know, it's not like I just left you hanging, right? Someone else is there, ready to love you. Someone who's a little bit more well-equipped, you know? He's an emperor, you know? He's got more wisdom. He's done more work. He's established. He's like ready, you know, ready for commitment. You know, he knows what he wants and he's not afraid to show it. Okay. So I'm sorry. I think you are to be with the Six of Swords moving forward. I would release this. Now, we're not saying release this, you know, and be like, never, ever, 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 ever. We're just saying release it for your own sanity, okay? Release it so that you can move forward and you're not in a state of waiting or thinking, okay? Through doing that, your actual soulmate, your next soulmate shall appear, okay? But yeah, he's blocked, but he cares. But he's blocked. He's not allowed to contact you. You've moved on. You're ready for next. I'm just hearing next. You're ready for what's next. That's what I got. Okay, Aurora, a question about my path as a doctor. I feel like it's the right path, but I'm so tired and depressed right now. Okay, so are you wanting to know? Okay, let's just ask what, you know, you need to know about this. What does Aurora need to know about being so tired and depressed right now with respect to her path in her profession? What does she need to know? What a bunch of weird cards. Seriously, what a bunch of weird cards. I need a moment here to look at this. Okay. Your field, you're on the right path with the field. It's just, I feel like it's the category. It's the category that could be like, have you figured out which sector you're going to work in? Because, you know, there may be another sector. I feel like there could be a bit of an imbalance with, like, are you even aware of the sector that you want to work in? Let me start with that. Are you aware of this? Okay, that's what's causing the tired and the frustration. Okay. How does that work though? Are you allowed to do that? Like, I didn't know that I thought you have to know right off the bat before you start studying. I didn't know that you had to, or you could figure that out later. That's something new I've learned today. I think there's something, okay, okay, my next question now is, are you confused? Are you confused about which sector? That's my next question. Are you confused? Is it do you not know? Do you wish you knew? Because I feel like I'm going down a path, and because there's no like directness about it, it could be what's actually leading to this, like the exhaustion. But hold on, you may really be surprised by that. I thought palliative care, okay. I think there's a lot of unknowns with the moon and question marks about this path. It's not that you're not on the right path. I just feel like there's a lot of uncertainty. That's what's causing the exhaustion. Now, with the temperance, I will say here that as you move more into, like, you know, a knowing of where you want to go, this will start to get better. We've actually got the student here with the Page of Swords. He's learning. He's learning. He's learning. Have you asked Spirit, though, to help you with this? I'm just wondering, have you asked Spirit to help you with this? Because Spirit is kind of saying, hey, like, you know, like, ask for help. Ask for help. I'm also wondering here, too, like, I've got a man in the family around you. I think he's on the other side, to be honest, with the moon. He's actually, are you, okay, whoa, we're getting kind of personal here. I've got a man around you. I don't know if this is where, like, the frustration or the energy loss comes from. Is that, do you think a lot about a man in your family who has passed? There's something unhealed with this, or like unfinished, or there's no closure. It adds to your exhaustion. But I don't know that you would pinpoint it or place it like, yeah, that's really what it is. It's just a feeling of like unknown, or there's thoughts about it. And I don't know what the thoughts are about it. I don't know if it's like, you know, I didn't get to say goodbye, or like, you know, something was left unfinished. This actually adds to it, but with the Hierophant, I would urge you to change your perspective, because this person's just fine. They're just fine on the other side. Now that you've confirmed that this person's on the other side, I'm gonna, oh wow, it's 11:11 in the room. Aurora, it's 11:11 in the room. Okay, then I just hit 12. I'm gonna get a card from here, because you've just confirmed now. I am being guided to go to my Talking to Heaven cards. I'm gonna pull one. There's some sort of distress, and I think it's subliminal. I don't know with the Seven of Cups if you're aware to that magnitude of how much this bothers you, but it's there. It's there. It's coming out in the spread. Can we get a card? What does she need to know about this person, this male? You know, I wish I would have said what I saw, because I felt like when I was saying that they're just fine, I actually saw that as them being greeted by so many people. And look what came out. I was met by so many loving people. Like, they're okay. They're okay. They're just fine, but they worry about you. They worry about you. There's something that you could be holding on to that really does need to be released, but it takes time. You know, I don't want to sit here and tell you what to do because this takes time. It really does. It's a process, you know? So listen, I don't think you're on the wrong path. I think as you get a footing as to kind of like a direction, a more distinct direction as to where you're going in this field, it will clear up. But I've got something else going on with a male who's deceased, okay? And there's something about this that just, it irks, and it's constantly tapping on your soul. But it's like, from their perspective, they wish you would release this. There's something you carry, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's grief, shame, guilt. I don't know. I don't know. Is it survivor's guilt? I don't know. But you got to release this. They're okay. So I'm not sure if that was surprising to you, because sometimes we are tired and we just, honestly, we don't know sometimes why. We just don't. I think this may have been a little hidden from you, or you may have not known where it was coming from. But listen, this is where I feel like with the spread, it's going. This is where it comes from. Okay. I'm going to move on. Okay, good. Okay. Ancestral doorways. Oh, what is that? There's no question. Please write your question. Okay. What does Ancestral Doorways Guides want them to know that they currently can't see? Are you online in any capacity? Are you online in any capacity? Are you an online person? Do you have a business? Because this is going to be this is going somewhere. So if you feel like right now you're not seeing the progress, hey Ray. Okay, perfect. So you're online. Listen, I think you want more. Okay, I think you want more, especially for your efforts. What you're not seeing is that you actually are on your way. You're planting seeds every day towards this thing. This is your baby. This is your baby. Holy wow. Okay, do you like, is this a source of frustration at times? Is this business a source of frustration at times? Like, do you really have to hold yourself together sometimes with this business? Because sometimes it just doesn't look like it's going in the direction that you want to go. And this could be with respect to anything. It could be like, you know, not enough views, or I'm not making enough money, or I'm not attracting the kind of clients that I desire. Whatever it is around this business, you need not worry. And I love that card because this is called Slow and Steady Wins the Race. It's not about shooting to the top. It's about slow and steady, okay? Because slow and steady will always be building. Shooting to the top, guess which way? There's only a way to go. Downhill. At times I've been working on it for almost 5 years and it's been slow. Yeah. Well, listen, you may hit it off in year 7. Year 7 could be a big one for you. Listen, you're exactly where you need to be. Okay? I think a lot of times your minds can play games with you about this thing you've been doing. And you know, people don't understand this, but like our thoughts, not all our thoughts are ours. Oh, trust me. You know, when you have a gift like ancestral doorways and you have the possibility to change the trajectory of people's lives or help them in some way, you better believe that darkness is going to try to get you off your path and squash this. Okay? Oh, it's so real. It's so real. But you need to become more aware of this when it starts, okay? Because I think it exists mainly in the thoughts. I think deep down, you're very aware that, you know, this is exactly what you want to be doing. It's what you need to be doing. You feel connected to it, but it's taking out everything out of you. You know, it's really pushing you and testing you in ways that you haven't, you know, been tested before. So, you know, with the strength, you're learning that. But I would stick to it. I would not believe these thoughts. Okay, I would not believe, you know, when something looks like it's not doing well. This is like, it's not to be taken as factual. You know, ancestral doorways, I'm going to tell you something. If this is really a passion of yours, which I can see it is, you're going to have to do it if only one person was watching. Like, do it only if a handful of people were watching it. That's what I do. I don't care about what video I put out flops. I don't give a crap. Like, whoever was supposed to see it, saw it. Okay? And whoever got something from it, got it. Even if it was one person, I did my job. Okay? I feel like we need to train the mind, but your success is right there. Actually, with the Wheel of Fortune, there may be a moment coming up for you that really does actually elevate. And I don't know if it's a channel. I don't know what it is that you do, but it will elevate the business. It will be like that one moment where maybe it's a video or maybe a client refers you to someone else and it causes a boost. Okay? There's a boost coming. But with the Temperance, keep willing it into existence. Keep working with your higher self. This is culminating. It's actually in the process. So when you tell me you've been at it for 5 years and I see a 7 of Pentacles, I'm thinking maybe you're 7. You wouldn't want to give up, right? I don't know why as humans we want everything so quick. You know, you gotta take your emotions out of it and you gotta be in it for the long run, because how would you feel if you gave up after a year, but year 3 would have been like the most successful ever? You wouldn't feel too good, right? So what you're not seeing is your own success. You're not seeing, and this is very physical for me because it's obvious, okay? It's not like it's hidden really. You are agreeing that it's slow. So I think the slow is actually an illusion. It's a buildup. You're building up to something. So I wouldn't be worried. I would really stop that. Okay, if you are, or you at times feel down about it, just keep working with the Strength card. Challenges are always going to be there. See that? Challenges are always going to be there. But you, my friend, have the capability with the Strength card to really, you know, surpass them. Okay? You're built for this. You would not have even been guided to do the channel if you were not built for it. So I think what you're also not seeing is your own strength. Okay? I mean, I think you think you have strength, but to what capacity? It's way bigger than what you think. Okay? Amazing. I love to talk to entrepreneurs. Good for you. Good job. People don't know how hard it is to start your own thing. You know, you're literally relying on a dream, you know, and, you know, we weren't taught that, right? We were not taught that in this life. Okay, so I'm moving to Iona, and then Yun Ma, and then Ray for 2. Dear Chitra, I would like to ask if my wish to move to France will be beneficial for me and my creative work. If yes, is there some time frame when this will happen? Okay. Let's speak to Iona about this. What does she need to know? Talk to us about this. Oh man, what I just saw was so funny. I feel like your guides are discussing this right now. Like your guides are actually commiserating, is that the word? To see if this is actually something. They're aware of what you want, but they're trying to figure out a way to make this happen, because I think there's something. Wherever you live right now, whatever you do, I don't know what you're doing. I actually don't even know if this is about a person. Are you single right now? Okay, Ray, no worries. Are you single? I don't know. Is it that your family, would you be leaving your family behind? Like, I need to know something. Like, I need more with this. Like, if you were to go to France, would you be leaving anybody behind? Like a family or something, or like your own kids. I don't know. Okay, I think there needs to be a stepping away from the ex first. Ooh, this is a hard one, Iona. Because this is a bit bittersweet for me. You know, your wish. Okay, are you trying to move to France with your ex, or because I feel like you'd have to step away from your ex first, and then that could, but it's like there's something with the hermit, like something that needs to be learned or experienced before you go there. So they're trying to figure out, and it's really, you know, with the Three of Pentacles, we're trying to maneuver and figure out how she can go there and learn this, but I'm feeling like I don't know if that's a possibility. Like there's something with wherever you live right now, the contract to the location, but also this X that needs to be finished before you can move there. Yeah, I don't know. Who can you get to take care of him? I mean, that's very nice of you that you're taking care of your ex, but this is a conflict with your soul contract. Like there's a conflict. Like I think you can go, but something needs to be finalized here wherever you are. Like wherever you are right now, something needs to be finalized. Like closed, the case closed. I don't know what this is. This will be need to, I'm tired. Yeah, I could see you're tired here. You know, this is tricky. This is really tricky. You've got a lot of people in the mix. And there's like situations. This is not like, you know, the energy is not free for you to go. There's something energetically that needs to be case closed. They're showing me the stamp on the file, case closed, before this can happen. So listen, it's not a no. It's not a no. Okay? It's a yes, right? But like, I don't know. There's something that like needs to be like you've got a lot of tens, you know? Okay, you said you're tired, right? I think you're going to need to regain your strength. That's for sure. Like, that's for sure. You're going to have to regain your strength. Then, when you do that, start working on what needs to, like, okay, so I'm actually giving you the tips on how to make this happen. So it doesn't have to be a dream. It can be a reality, okay? But these are the steps. Regain your strength, first of all, okay? Focus on yourself, self-isolate, you know, evaluate, do what you need to do for you. Put up the boundaries, you know, with the Seven of Wands, go MIA, be missing, okay? Then start physically in your physical reality, taking steps to kind of like close chapters. Then when that happens, then you can go. But your guides are giving me with this energy here that this is too complicated right now. Okay, they're pointing me in the direction of an oracle card that I never actually use. So give me more. Give me a final card for this for her. Final card that we can leave her with. Wow. I think this is about the ex. You've got here, don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. And then on the back here, it says, you're on your way to meeting your true love. That's what that is. That's why you want to go to France, because your true love is over there. That didn't just randomly come out of nowhere. Oh, wow. This is deep. But we can't start a chapter unless we close an old one. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I've given you the steps. This will help. But I think this is really about the ex. Yeah. If you're saying that too, if you're even validating too that you don't know why, trust me when I say it means something. It means something. We get guided all the time to go certain places. You think that's random? No, it's not. Your true love is over there. Wow. So you're going. You are going. It's just too complicated right now. So like I said, step 1, regain your strength. Step 2, start closing the chapters, okay? Then go. That way when you go and you start whatever it is you have to start over there, it's like a clean slate with no breadcrumbs trailing behind you from whatever you've left, okay? You're welcome. Okay. I'm going to Yun Ma. I don't have a question. Ray for 2 and then Jessica. Oh, no problem. Hi, I just donated. How are you, Jessica? Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm going to go through the line. I've got Yunma, which has no question. Then Ray for 2 and then Jessica. Are you there, Yunma? If you're not, I'm going to have to skip over. Okay, I guess she's not here. Huh. Okay, I'm skipping over. I don't know where she is. Ray. Hi, Chitra. I decided to apologize for how I said what I said, not what I said, to my group clients, so I did some repair work. Wondering how it was received and how Spirit feels I did. How was Ray's apology received by her classmates? Again, what a bunch of weird cards. Seriously. Okay, what I will say is, listen, there's some aspects of it that they don't trust. I don't know when you did this, Ray, but I feel like I'm not fully in that trusting energy yet of you. It's more like they have to think about it. I don't know if they've told you anything. Maybe they just were like, oh, okay. But I just feel like the classmates, it's like a wait and see approach. You know, it's like actions, you know, actions speak louder than words. So I think you've definitely changed the timeline. But I'm going to say this again, Ray. I feel like these people are committed to not liking you. So you could do whatever it is that you want to do, you know, put on a show, put on a good impression, you know, apologize. But I've got this feeling like I'm committed to not liking you. I don't want to like you. I think, okay, how much have you heard? Scroll back like literally like 2 minutes, because I'm on you. Just scroll back 2 minutes. So I don't know. I think, no, like 2 minutes. This is difficult. You see his hands crossed here? I don't know. I don't know what they said. I don't know if they said like, okay, it's fine. It feels a little bit bland and it feels like it's not really received. Not in the way that, you know, someone would feel to me as a reader energetically like they received this. It just still feels to me like committed. And it's a wait and see approach. Like we got to see, you know, how you do. They're watching. But the good news is that eventually they will come to like you. But it's going to take a bit of a time. Yeah, we've got furious people still people who are kind of bent out of shape over this, you know. Their mentality is not really, it's a little bit like on fire here. So like, again, committed to, you know, just, I don't know. And it's a gang of them too. It's a bunch of them. So, you know, it's really pointing to all of them. I don't even have one person standing out, really, you know? Hi, Alien My Life, or Alien NY Life. Yeah, more. Oh my God, Ray. But look what's in the bottom. Look what's in the bottom. So we've got road rage, we've got the middle finger, and then we've got a bait and switch, okay? So this is just validating of what I said. I do think that they are committed right now to, you know, a wait and see approach. You know, this is just makes me feel, I think your apology was a little unexpected, but just the guy with his arms closed, it's like, you know, we'll see, you know, I'll see how I feel about this. It's not like when you have somebody in person who's like, oh, thank you so much for, you know, I appreciate your communication. And, you know, it's not finito. Okay. This is not squashed yet, but down the road, as they get to know you, it will switch. And I think they're going to let their guard down. And then we will see, you know, the Ace of Cups come out, okay? Which is, you know, the simpatico energy, okay? Between you. Now you want to know how Spirit feels about it, which is cool. Let's find out how Spirit feels about what you did. Yun Ma, where are you? I do not have a question for you. How does Spirit feel about, you know, what she did with the apology? Okay, one thing I just heard is that these people are not your crowd. They're not your crowd. They're not your people. I don't know what you're hoping with these people. I'm not sure what you're looking out for it, but it's like they're not your people. And when I say not your people, I'm not saying, you know, you have an intention of going and hanging out with them. I'm just saying they're not your tribe, okay? Whereas maybe some other group of people could see you differently. They're not your tribe. That's just what's coming through. Give me a moment. Let me just look at this. There's a reference being made to like the fact that we didn't guide you to do this. We did not guide you to do this. This is something you did on your own. And you have to be okay with, you know, like, and it's kind of interesting. It's like an indirect thing. Like, you know, you want to know how we feel, but we didn't guide you to do this. So why are you kind of asking how we feel? It's kind of like a sarcastic, indirect, funny, like what they're doing here, like how they're posing it to me. It's funny. You have to, I feel like, okay, so their thoughts are is that you have to own this. You took an action, own it. Don't look to us because we didn't tell you to do it. Okay? They don't have an opinion, to be honest, as to kind of why you did this. There's no opinion on it. It's like you have free will, you know? You get to do what you want to do. But again, like what is coming through is that you will see very soon. Even if they start to like you, I'm still going to incorporate that. Even if down the road they still like you, you're going to realize it's like a lukewarm, like it's like whatever I'm eating doesn't have enough seasoning or something. Like it's just, they're not going to be your people. You will find out with that Wheel of Fortune. Only time will tell. But you know, it's you have free will. Like you did it, you know, own it. I know you want to ask us how, but we don't have a thought about it other than what I've told you, okay? I don't know what kind of class this is, but I'm going to tell you another thing, Ray. Your abilities are stronger, and there's something here, like, I don't know how to say what I'm seeing here. Hold on. Okay. I think these people are aware on a soul level, or they can feel it deep down, that you're more talented than them in some capacity, in some shape or form. You're just, and there's an edge. I feel like I'm on edge about this. Why am I on edge about this? This is not going to be people who are necessarily encouraging or happy for you. There's something like, I feel like we're out of touch, out of rank. Now it doesn't have to always be like this. There are people that you meet every day that can be more talented in some things, but some people don't take it that way. These people, see, they're all on the kind of same level with whatever they're doing in this class. I feel like there's a frequency that's hitting them off of you that speaks to, like, the magician, like you're elevated, like you're ahead in some capacity, and sometimes it makes them feel less than, or it triggers them somehow. And it's just that behavior alone that will make you maybe feel like this is not your crowd. Something will be shown to you that way, in that way. I am likely the eldest. They're a younger crowd. Maybe that's why. It's not so much about age. It's about maybe wisdom and the accumulation of, like, I don't know what your class is about. Okay, let's say your class is about math, okay? You have more of an understanding, things flow quicker, like you're more confident in yourself, and it rubs them the wrong way. So regardless of what it is, it's just, you're going to start to see, and I'm hearing words like lukewarm, or it's like, just like, not my people. These are not my people. That type of thing. So to wrap up this reading, Spirit's like, you did what you did, own it. You felt guided to do it, own it. But, like, we don't have an opinion about it, because we didn't guide you to do it. If we guided you to do it, then we probably have a lot more to say. It's that type of thing. Thank you to everyone who's been liking the video. I really appreciate it. Are you there? Oh, there's the question. Okay. That's weird. Your questions aren't coming through the chat. That's strange. Okay, I'm moving to Jessica and then Yun Ma. And after that, there's nobody. If you want to get in, I would urge you to do it now, because if nobody shows up after that, I'm leaving. I'm really tired. I have a fun reading coming out for all of you tomorrow. It's so fun. Again, this is the title. How your higher self would write your dating profile. What would they say about you? It was so fun to do. Okay, Jessica. Jessica and then Yun Ma. Will I get a teaching job in December 2025 or January 2026? Okay, what does Jessica need to know? You're welcome, Ray. Teaching job in December 2025. Teaching job in January 2026. Is anybody here excited for 2026? I feel like this year We really have to train our minds to be excited because the world is just so different. It's not like before, you know, everything was so stable and secure in the sense that we knew it was coming. I feel like that's starting to dwindle now. People are not as excited for a new year, you know? So listen, Jessica, December 2025, I see something coming towards you, but it's very it's not something you'll be taking. It feels like, I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if it's that it's not your style. There is an offer, but it's underwhelming. It's extremely underwhelming. It's so underwhelming that you have to really think about it. Okay? I don't see you taking it. I see you deciding to like just not want to get involved. And I don't know if this teaching job actually has anything to do with the environment of like it. So I don't know if it's like it's the environment that makes you rethink it. It's just too chaotic over there, or I don't know. Oh my God. Oh, sorry, I'm just yawning. Oh goodness, give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna stretch. Oh, sorry. Oh goodness, I'm tired. Oh, you're a horse? Wow. I always wanted to be a horse, you know, because I feel like they lead very busy lives. I mean, I'm busy too, but horses, like, I just remember reading on them and it sounded really cool. I don't remember what I read, but I remember, like, I wanted to be one. But anyways, yeah, December 2025, there's an offer. It's just like, I'm really have to think about that, you know? So I may be speculating that it's the environment. I don't know, but I think you say no. And listen, I like that the Queen of Swords is here because the Spirit's saying, make sure when these offers come through, okay. I'm sorry, I don't remember the reading that I did 2 years ago, but my goal is a tradition out of teaching in 2 or 3 years. Okay, got it. What Spirit is saying though, please, with these offers, make sure you're thinking. Make sure you're really thinking about it, okay? Because Queen of Swords, she's very precise. Like she has her list of things she's not going for. She is not desperate, okay? And I'm not saying you're desperate. But yeah, just be very discerning is what I mean to say. Now here we have another something going on here in January. Now we have a bit of an opportunity to join something in January. This actually feels like I'm coming together with a group of people or a company. Now I have a question for you. We have a magician here. Are you looking to be like an artist or a healer of some sorts? Like, it just feels more creative to me than teaching. And I know you've asked specifically about December and January, but just know that I don't know if this will be dead set in January. It could be the energy around January, but this just feels way more creative to me. So like, are you open to art or, I don't know, healing or something creativity? I don't know what this is. I really don't. I'm going to wait for your answer. I am an art teacher. That's so funny. That is so funny. Okay. Now that you said that, I understand. You are going to get an offer. And I feel like as opposed to the tower, this place feels a little bit, you know, more steady. So I have the children here and they feel little to me. I don't know. They feel little, like really little, like under the age of 12. I don't know. But I see something happening in January and this is like perfect for you. It's perfect for you right now. Okay. I see that here, but something happens in December. Just, you got to think about that. You got to really, really think about that. Because, I don't know, there's something with the tower I just don't like. And I don't want you overlooking anything just because you want the job. I would like to teach little kids. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. And it's very sweet. It's very sweet. It's very cute. I feel like you like them. They like you. We like our coworkers. Something in January here. So you got a yes to both. A yes in December, a yes in January, but I would steer clear of the December offer, especially if it makes sense. I'm not saying if you get the offer and it looks like something you'd be willing to do, say no just because of my reading. It needs to match what I said because there's something you don't like about it and it would cause chaos. So we're not going for that. We're going to hold out for the better option. And I see that here. I see you joining a place that, you know, like you're in alignment with the people that you're working with, okay? And here we have the art teacher and we've got little kids, little cute kids. Oh, so cute. Okay. So yeah, to answer your question, okay? Okay, I'm moving on. Okay. Hi, looks like you don't see blah, blah. My question is, will my ex-husband pay my money back? It's big money. Okay. All right. Remember, do not take anything that I say and put it in stone. You know, energy can always change. Like, do not rely on my reading. This is just entertainment. But let's see what the cards have to say, okay? So, will you and Ma's ex-husband pay the money back? It's big money. Okay, right now, at this point in time, you got a 50-50 chance of that, okay? I do think you're going to have to get a third party to intervene. If you're thinking they're just going to give you the money back, maybe not. You may need something else. Like, I don't know if I'm saying a lawyer or if this is like not just hiring a lawyer. Maybe a lawyer can write a paper and kind of, you know, make them take notice a bit. Like sometimes lawyers can do that. They start small. They'll like send a letter, you know, and then they'll kind of move on from there. Not right away. Not right away. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Ooh, God, you may not want to hear this. I'm getting this energy like they don't have it. They don't have it. I don't know what they've done with it. I don't know that I feel like they have it, or maybe they're struggling and they're using it and it's like they need that to survive. But it's interesting at the same time, you still have the capacity to get it back. Now, would that be like trickle by trickle, like a repayment? Yes. But I'm feeling like from these cards, you need someone to help you. And I know I can't see what you're, you know, I don't know why you're not showing up in the chat. I have no idea why certain things happen. But like, I can't see anything you're writing. So but it's okay. I don't need to. I don't have any questions. Let's just see if I can get more. This is a bit intricate. And I would say if you don't have help, get help with this, because I think if you did get help, you could attain it, but it wouldn't be in like full. This would have to be like trickle by trickle, because I feel like either it's been used or they don't have it or they're using it for their survival. We've got easily distracted. Control, Alt, Delete. One more. Starving for attention. So again, I think here, this has all to do with them. With the Control, Alt, Delete, I don't know if they're ignoring you. If they are, again, seek help. Seek professional help. I am not a professional. They may also be acting like they don't see, or, you know, this is like, I feel like somebody who's trying to blow somebody off. Like, just like, I don't see you. I'm ignoring. Even this, I feel like the starving for attention, it points to this right here for me. Now, it's either that they're starving and they need that money to like live, or they're actually trying to create attention. So maybe this money keeps them tied to you, which keeps then you tied to them. But This looks very intricate. And as a reader, I don't know that I want to go too far with this because look at this with the bottom of the deck. Encore and Witch Hunt. Like, if you want this, you're going to have to go get a professional. I don't think this is going to come to you if you just call them up and say, hey, this is the right thing to do. You should do it. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like you need help. Because, you know, they may even, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is like, we have a lot of energy around, you know, ignoring, and maybe you have to chase them. And I mean, maybe you don't have money to afford, you know, a lawyer, but if it's big money, it may be worth it. I don't know, you know? So it's a bit complicated here for me to give you an answer. I think there's a potential for a yes, but I don't think you can do this on your own. You need someone to help you. This is not like a good faith. Like, you know, when people have good faith, like, oh, okay, this is the right thing to do. I'm not sensing that here. I'm feeling like we've got somebody here who doesn't really care about that, okay? Like being a good faith person. Would they budge if someone else got involved? Probably. But that's kind of what I'm seeing, okay? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword as far as like an answer. Yes, possibility, yes. But like if you go at it on your, if you try to go get it on your own, I don't think so. I don't know. I see dodging. I see even with the Control-Alt-Delete, like pretending like I'm not getting the messages, all this kind of stuff. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. It sucks when people owe you money. Absolutely. All right. Well, that's it for me. If anybody wants to, if anybody's in the process right now of paying, you better let me know because I am going to take off right now. Thank you to everybody who showed up. As always, I always have so much fun. I will try to come back Friday. Okay? All right. Take care, guys.